Hi, I'm Seth, and this is Measure Less. Today, we're making duck breast with pumpkin seed mole, also called mole Pipian Verde. I love this dish because it's a real crowd pleaser that's not super difficult to make. Moles are a traditional Mexican dish steeped in history and tradition dating back to the days of the Aztecs, with the southern state of Oaxaca kind of considered the epicenter of moles. While there are hundreds of variations on moles, there are 7 primary types. Of these, mole Pipian Verde is my personal favorite, as it's one of the lightest, freshest moles, featuring fresh veggies, herbs, nuts, or seeds. I like to serve it over duck breast, but you could also put it over a duck leg confit. It's super versatile. You could do it with chicken, shrimp, or even fish. The ingredient list is long, but honestly pretty straightforward. We're gonna use pumpkin seeds, cumin seeds, coriander seeds, dried oregano, veggie oil, onion, tomatillos, jalapeno, garlic, cilantro, parsley, chicken stock, and salt. And then of course, our protein, a lovely duck breast. So let's get started. First, we'll score the skin of the duck breast, making sure not to fully cut the fat layer, and then we're gonna hit it with some salt and pepper. Then we'll toast up our pumpkin seeds, cumin seeds, coriander seeds, and dried oregano on low-medium heat in a saucepan. Honestly, a frying pan would be better, but I'm lazy and I only want to clean 2 pans today. Keep a close eye on these seeds while you're toasting them, as they tend to burn. While toasting, let's do a rough chop on our garlic and onion and halve and clean our tomatillos. Then do a quick dice on the jalapeno. You can remove some or all of the jalapeno seeds depending on desired spice levels. Once your seed mix starts to develop a little color and becomes fragrant, pull it off the heat and use either a mortar and pestle or a Cuisinart to blend it up. Now, add a splash of veggie oil to the saucepan and throw in your onions, tomatillos, garlic, and jalapenos. Toss until the onions start to become soft. Then add the chicken stock, seed mix, cilantro, and parsley. Now, use an immersion blender to blend up the whole thing. If you don't have an immersion blender, please go buy one. If you really don't want one, you can use a traditional blender, but that's just gonna create a bunch more dishes for you. Turn your heat down low and continue to let your mole simmer and develop flavor. Meanwhile, it's time to cook up that duck breast. Heat up a skillet until it's nice and hot, but not smoking. Then put your duck breast in fat side down. Let it cook until the fat is nice and crispy, and then flip it over. I personally like to cook the duck breast to 130 degrees before removing it from heat. It's then gonna continue cooking up to a desired 135 while it's resting. That's a nice medium rare. As a note, the USDA says you should cook it to 165 to be totally safe. And frankly, that's gonna result in a tough brick of overcooked meat. Your choice though. We're gonna let our duck breast rest at least 10 minutes before slicing it up and serving with the mole. I like to serve this dish with Mexican rice. Surprise, I have a recipe for that too. Some extra credit, a note on plating. When you have a protein dish that you want to serve with a lot of sauce like this, I always prefer to layer my plate with my sauce on the bottom or the perimeter of the protein rather than totally smothering it. This duck is just too pretty not to show off to your guests. So for this dish, I'm choosing the castle moat approach. Like this video, follow me on Instagram and YouTube.